Hey guys, welcome back. Talking about scan tools once again. Snap-on has another new scan tool. This one is the Apollo D9. Just came out. My franchisee loaned it to me. It is his loaner unit, so it'll say that on the screen when we power it up a little bit later. But we're gonna check it out, see how it compares to some of the older units. I'll talk about some of the features that this has over the older units, plus we can compare speed, because that's one thing I do like about this new scan tool, is it is fast. Now, right away on this camera, I'm not zoomed in real good, but you can tell a difference between this screen and this screen. This now has a 9-inch glass, I think it's a 9-inch screen for the D9, but it's a glass capacitive touch screen, similar to what the Zeus has. This one, it looks like a matte finish. I'm not sure what type of touchscreen this is, but this guy is way more responsive than my Modus. This one does a little bit better in the sunlight. It's brighter. I know that you would think that the glass would have a little more glare, but you can see just from the lighting in the shop with this thing powered off, my Modus, it has glare all the way across the screen. The Apollo D9 is a lot less noticeable. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in. I think what we'll do is we'll do a speed comparison on boot up between these two machines. I may have to film it separate and sync it up, but we'll do that, and then we'll hook up to a vehicle, see how long it takes to auto ID, see how long it takes to do a full code scan. Okay, as you can tell, this thing boots up quite a bit faster than the Modus. That's the first thing that I noticed when I hit that power button is boom, it's powered up, ready to go. You don't have to wait an excessive amount of time for that thing to boot up. Okay, now that we saw how fast it can boot up, I'm gonna shut them back down. We'll go over to a vehicle. I think it's a 2015 Dodge sitting over here. I don't think there's any codes in there, but you never know. But we will shut it off, we'll plug it in, we'll let this boot up on its own. Auto ID, we'll select full system scan, and we'll time the whole process to see which one of these guys is a faster unit. I'm betting that this one's gonna be drastically faster on all aspects. Okay, so the first one I'll plug in is the Apollo D9. Make sure my ignition is on, see if I can get there. It's got the push button. Okay, I have a check engine light on, so we should be powered up and ready to go. I'll plug this under the dash. I'll switch you over to the camera pointed on the screen. We'll see how long it takes to boot up and auto ID. I'll hit full code scan and we'll see how long that takes. Okay, so that seemed pretty quick. Let me go ahead and plug in the Modus. I still have the key on, haven't done anything. Yeah, we got the annoying ding. So I'm gonna plug that in. We'll see how long that takes to power up, because it should auto ID on power up if the key is on. And then we'll go through and do the full code scan and we'll compare them side by side. Okay, that beep meant that it auto ID'd, even though it doesn't have the message on the screen. I can hit yes. Okay, so that's finished scanning. That seemed like it took a lot longer than the other one. Now this one is tied to the Altus drive, so it automatically uploads all of my code scans to the cloud as long as I'm in range of Wi-Fi. And looks like the same information. Now this one, I can't do the scrolly thing on the screen like I can with the new Apollo. I can, tap up and down, but I can't scroll by touching it. So that's another cool feature the other one has. It's a little quicker navigation than tapping up and down or manually selecting through them. So that was a very drastic speed difference between the two. I'll put the number up here on the screen of what the actual difference is once I get back to the house and time them. Where would you need that little bit of speed boost in a normal shop? Normally hook up the scanner, you hit scan, you're doing something else while it scans. Well, in our shop, we've been trying to implement a process where every vehicle that comes in gets a full systems code scan. Now, we haven't done it quite as effectively as I wanted to because we have several different scan tools that are at different software levels. I think we have, both of mine are at current level software. The shop has one or two that are a current level I think two. And then maybe we have two more that are out of date. But the ones that are current level software, if you can be tied to the Altus drive, then every vehicle that comes in, if you can do a quick full system scan, then that information gets stored in the cloud. A week later, the customer says, hey, ever since you changed my oil, the check engine light's been on. You have now a safety blanket, so you can go back and look at that code list. It wasn't there before, now it is there. Is it something I did, or is it something that's just coincidence? So that adds a little layer of protection for the shop. Plus, are you missing something that could leave the customer walking? Is there something in that module that needs to be addressed right now? Is there something in there that has a service bulletin or a recall that you could get the customer to the dealership or perform the service yourself? That's the main thing on why you would want to do a scan on every single vehicle that comes in the shop. So if this scanner can save you that much time for every code scan, then your process throughout the day or the weeks or the months is going to be a little more efficient. So I'm considering trading in like my old Solus that's got like 17.4 or 18.2 software in it that can't be connected to the Altus drive. I also have an Ethos that can't be connected to the Altus drive. This might be a suitable replacement for those. That way I can get all of my code scans uploaded to the cloud. That way we're a little more consistent throughout the shop. I think that wraps it up with what I know from my little bit that I've used this machine. If you have questions or comments, put that down below. I'll try to answer those the best I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll see if I can find out. If it's a operation specific question, I'll see if I can borrow the machine again and we can work through that on a video. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, subscribe, click the bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.